Hello everyone. So let's begin with the creation of a balloon pop game on Scratch. So let's begin. This is our coding area. These all will be the blocks which we'll be using for our coding, and this will be our stage. So to create the first game on the Scratch, what we will need? We will need one sprite that we'll be choosing from here. We'll need a background for our game that we'll be doing from backdrop. Let me choose a background for my game. So here in this area, we will be setting a background in which we will be playing our game. Let's choose a backdrop. Let me choose a blue sky 2 backdrop for my game. To make this color change, I go to the backdrops. I click on this color. To change the color, I just slide through these colors and choose the one which I like most. Suppose in my case, if I want to choose a color, maybe I think this one is perfect for me. Oh, maybe this one. This is perfect. So let me choose this color. I come back on the coding screen. Now I need to choose a sprite which will be the main character on my stage. Suppose in our case, as we are going to create a balloon pop game, I'll be choosing a sprite as a balloon. In fact, we have my various sprites available here. So I'll be choosing one of them. In my case, I'll be choosing a balloon one. So this is my sprite. This I can move through my stage from left to right, down, up, everywhere. So this is my sprite and this will be my backdrop. In Scratch, we see background. We use background to see the backdrops. So let's begin the coding. In the beginning, what we want to do, we want this balloon to change the color and go to different random positions. And when we click on this balloon, it will make a pop sound and we get a score over here. So let's begin. Initially, what we try to do, we will change the color of this balloon and make this balloon go to random positions on the screen. This is the half portion of the coding that we will be making our game into two stages. The first one will be when the game will begin, we'll make the balloon to change the color. Afterward, it will go to random position. So how we do that? For the change of color, out of these all blocks, let's go to the looks block. We have several different color blocks here, which are reference for the different function they use to perform. But for the change of color, we go to the looks block. If we scroll down, we'll find one block, change color effect by 25. Let's bring it here. We just need to drag and drop it here to make the things work on the sprite. Let me click here. See, if I click here, it will make the sprite change its color. The sprite is the one of the character which we are using on the stage. Now, the change color is okay. I want this balloon should move to random positions when I begin the game. For that, in the motions block, we have one block that is a go to random position. Let me choose this. So when I click it, every time it will move to the random positions. So these two things we will be doing in our game. But what I want to do, I want when my game will begin, it should be doing this forever. Because usually when we are doing coding for the games, whatever things are happening, it will be happening, keep happening forever till the time we stop the game. Okay, so let me do this. I go to the control blocks. We have a forever block that will be using it here. There are two kinds of other loops also available as well. Like for the repeat loop, if you want to do something for the 10 number of times, 20 number some, like for the fixed number of times, if we want to do something, we will be using a repeat block. But in case if we want to happen something forever, we will be using a forever block. That's what I am doing it, because till the time my game is running, I want this color should change and it should go to random position. This should happen forever. So this is done. Now, to begin every game in the scratch, we use this when flag click. Okay, so I'm ready. Half of the portion. Let's check in the in between that how my game is working. I do a full screen. This is the icon for full screen. I do a full screen. I begin my game. It's happening very fast. I should put a wait. Let's come back. Because of the thing there is no wait in between these blocks. When my loop is running, it's happening very quickly. To put a wait in between, I go to the control block. Let's take a wait 1 second. Let's see how it's now. Yes, it's waiting for some seconds, so we have some time to click on the balloon. Okay, so half of the coding is done. Now we need to think about when we click on this sprite. At the time, it should change my score by 1. We should have a score button here, which keeps the track of how much I have already scored. To begin with that, I need to check a control. When I'm clicking on the sprite, it should change my score. We have in Scratch, we have an event like this when this sprite is clicked. This will happen when anyone clicks on this sprite. In my case, I want it should make a pop sound when I click here, and another thing I want, it will give me a score of 1. To do this, let me go to the sound block. I'll choose the start sound pop. Now, to make a variable in the Scratch, we have a different block called variables. Here we can choose a variable. If you want to create a new variable, you can click here on make variable. Just give a proper name to your variable. In my case, I'll be giving a score variable. It will appear on my screen. Now what I want, when I click on this balloon, it should change my score by 1. I'll be using this change block, which will increase my score by 1. But in my case, my variable is a score variable. I'll be choosing this score variable to increase the score by 1. Now what will happen when I'll be clicking on the pop balloon? Let me run it. I'm running it. It's creating sound of pop sound. It will do a pop sound. It's increasing the score. Let me stop the game. It has stopped. Again, I begin my game with my score is starting from 4. That's what I don't want. I want when I stop the game, I begin the game, it should again begin with 0. To do that, I need to put a line of code here. That will be under the variables, it will set my score to 0 when I begin my game again. This is what exactly happens when we play games on the mobile. When we stop the game, we again begin by the 0. Set my variable to 0. In our case, my variable is a score variable. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting a score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I stop my game. Now when I begin the game again, the score should be 0. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, it's working. It's fine. It's very nice. So that's it. Enjoy popping balloons. Thank you. Bye.